As NASA prepares for the Artemis II launch, its first mission to the moon since 1972, we are taking a look back at the Apollo missions of the 60s and 70s.
Former Palm Beach County resident Edgar Mitchell was the sixth man to walk on the moon during the Apollo 14 mission. His daughter Kimberly, a former West Palm Beach city commissioner, is reflecting on his legacy and the Artemis program.
Jade Jarvis joining us live from the Cox Science Center in West Palm Beach with more from that conversation. Jade.
Well, Tiffany and Felicia, Kimberly Mitchell tells me she is beyond excited to see the launch tonight, and she says her dad would have shared in that excitement and also seeing the Artemis program progress like he always wanted it to. Kimberly Mitchell remembers the feeling while watching Apollo 14's launch to the moon in 1971.
The thrill of watching human beings. It wasn't just my dad, it was my dad, a bunch of other dads and moms. And it wasn't just at the Cape, it was everywhere, that worked as one to accomplish something so spectacular.
Her dad, Edgar Mitchell, was the lunar module pilot on that mission and the sixth man to ever walk on the moon.
Got a lot of emotion and thoughts and, thinking about what he would be thinking right about now.
Mitchell says her dad was very aware of the Artemis program before his death in 2016 and the impact another mission to the moon could have on society like the Apollo missions did.
He used to say, we went to the moon as technicians, we returned as humanitarians. And he spent that second half of his life trying to explain what he learned and how everything is connected. We're all connected.
Mitchell says she hopes the Artemis II mission inspires people to care more for the Earth and their fellow man in the midst of so much global conflict.
I'm going to stay hopeful that Artemis brings us back to the heavens and reminds people. And I think Americans today are much more sophisticated in that sense than they were back in the 70s about the health of the planet and the interconnectedness that we all share as human beings.
With 55 years between the last crewed moon mission and the Artemis II launch, Mitchell hopes younger people like millennials, Gen Z, and Gen Alpha will feel the same inspiration and hope she and her dad did in the 70s.
I think what he would be saying to us if he was sitting in this chair is how excited he is to watch the program progress like he wanted it to. It's taken a little longer than he thought it should, but that's not the end, and neither is our desire to go to Mars. But to do it, it requires us to stop all the nonsense that's going on.
And Edgar Mitchell was a steward of the Cox Science Center, donating one of his moon rocks from the Apollo 14 mission to an exhibit here.